And referee Matt Armstrong setting the 87 minor final in motion. And the first in possession, Stephen Heaney for Ballinascreen, but disputed by the referee and rehopping the ball, but well taken in midfield there for the Glen team, Gregory McCluskey. And he has fouled the first free of the game after some 20 seconds, to be taken by Terry Bradley, the Glen centre half back. Looking for a wide one, finding the onrushing Danny Norton. Clever ball through. Fergal P. McCusker working clear of a tackle. And Terry Bradley overlapping from centre half back, a rather dangerous tactic, but the high looping ball cut out by the right half forward on the Ballinascreen side, and finding his midfielder Paul Hickson. A long ball cleverly taken by McKenna, the half forward line, but back comes Bradley and doing well to sweep up. And Terry Doherty slipping there, and the referee judged that he was fouled. A rather fortunate free for Glen. And so it's Danny Norton with this free, some 55 metres. Not that well struck, but well cut out by Doyle at right half back for Ballinascreen. And the looping ball to Kelly at half forward, where he is fouled, and Conor Murray, the full back, coming out to take the free. Long free from Conor. Struggle for possession. Terry Bradley being pulled back, but being well swept up by Declan Higgins, finding his midfielder and captain Gregory McCluskey. Long penetrating ball, Gavin Murphy trying to control it, but Conor Murray equal to the examination, and eventually it's Ronan Bradley making a poor effort, but eventually it's coming across to the half-back, and he switches the line of attack. Good play by the Glen half-back, Keith Higgins, and then the whole thing swept up by Heaney, the centre half for Ballinascreen. And that rather aimless ball to Glen. Declan Higgins with the sideline, ball broken, and a rather dangerous high kick from Terry Bradley concedes the free to Ballinascreen. And the kick to be taken by fullback Conor Murray. But again, not availing of the opportunity, and Glen have the advantage. Declan Higgins' kick deflected and picked up by Mickey Boyle. A clever ball from Boyle, finding Kelly at half forward. And the Glen defence is open. And the first wide of the game from Kelly of Ballinascreen. Eddie Doherty's kick out is a good one, but breaking to Ballinascreen's advantage. Although Fergal P. McCusker back and sweeping up, forced to come deep from midfield to gain possession. And now running clear of two tackles. Trying to find Jerry Murray, but very well taken by the Ballinascreen defender. And indeed the Glen left back making it difficult for Ballinascreen, so much so that it's Gregory McCluskey sweeping up. Still very tentative so far this opening phase of the minor final. Again, rather aimless jumping, and eventually referee Matt Armstrong awarding Ballinascreen a free out. Conor Murray's kick, better one this time. Quickly onto it, the Glen left half back, Keith Higgins, finding his forward line. And the first effort and the first score of the game from Michael McKeefrey just after 5 minutes of play, and Glen opened their account. And a shot there just of the interested spectators, the large crowd at this minor final. Again, Conor Murray's kick out. Fergal P. McCusker grabbing at its second phase, but being held back. Terry Bradley's quick short one, finding Danny Norton. Long driven ball, but to and again the kick out from Ballinascreen, surviving this early bout of Glen pressure quite admirably. And eventually Gavin Murphy dispossessing and winning the ball, but making poor use of it on that occasion. And the long ball controlled, but a nameless one from the corner forward. And right corner, Quinn trying to control it, fails to do so, and Glen have the sideline. Shane Heaney moving into midfield and taking possession easily. Ryan Quinn being harassed. And so it's team captain Cathal Murray with the sideline. Again, poor one, but Ballinascreen making the most of it. Midfielder Paul Hickson. A penetrating, dangerous ball from the Glen point of view. Deflected and swept up by full-back Paul Bryson. The clearance, not a good one. Colin Murray in possession, finding Mickey Boyle. Clever sidestep from Boyle. And still she's looping across a dangerous ball, but wide. Good kick out from Eddie Doherty, being held up on the breeze and well taken. But Gregory McCluskey's kick, rather aimless, and his midfield partner unable to control it. And Ballinascreen remain on the attack. And again it's Cathal Murray with the kick, but the full forward unable to control it, and it's wide. And again the kick out from the goalkeeper, being held up on the breeze. Virgil McCusker picking it up on the break, trying to work it through the centre. Michael McKeefery can't control it, and the clever ball from the Ballinascreen man. Good tackle from the halfback Keith Higgins, and conceding the sideline. Much better ball this time, penetrating one. But again the clearance suspect, Michael McKeefery doing well under pressure. Closed off by two screen men, finding his captain in the overlap. Gregory McCluskey showing some maturity there, regaining his balance before delivery. Gavin Murphy unable to control it at the first phase, but forcing the Ballinascreen man into error. And the rather tentative ball easily cut out by the Ballinascreen defence. And the long crossfield ball looking for McKenna at the half, but he can't control it. Terry Bradley with the kick, working it outside his midfielders. Back goes Paul Hickson, doing well to win it. And Mickey Boyle unattended by Terry Bradley after that free, but the penetrating ball cut out by the full-back. Terry Bradley, centre half-back, finding Virgil McCusker, and he is held back and attempting to break clear, and the litany of frees continue. The kick broken inside. Jerry Murphy doing well coming off the full-back, trying to make an angle for himself, being fortunate to have a second bite, and curling across a beautiful ball, but just wide of the left-hand upright. 11 minutes gone, and Glen recording 2 wides, and still leading by a single point. Conor Murray's kick out, well taken on the 45-metre line by Shane Heaney. Keith Higgins back sweeping up and being pushed to the ground, but referee waves play on. Crossfield ball, Gregory McCluskey wins the tussle for possession, and again looking for Jerry Murphy, but the bounce beating him. Conor Murray doing well to judge that one and winning the free. And this free some 47 metres from the Ballinascreen goals, and very well taken there by Mickey Boyle, the number 11 centre half forward, and he too is needlessly held back. This free some 46 metres from the Glen goals, to be taken by the Ballinascreen captain Cathal Murray, well within his range. He had the distance but not the accuracy. And that's Ballinascreen's third wide. Rather pensive Colin Murray viewing that error by his son. The broken ball picked up by McKenna, the full forward. And clever work by the defence. Again, linking through to Gregory McCluskey. Fine ball from McCluskey, looking for Murtagh. He can't control it eventually. Jerry Murphy doing well, but lacking the strength, and again it's Murtagh doing exceptionally well, and indeed being rather harshly punished by the referee, surrounded as he was there by 4 Ballinascreen men. The long kick, and again Ronan Mel Higgins doing well to come back and regain the situation. Keith Higgins, again Gregory McCluskey, and one wonders, can this fellow last the pace for an hour at centre field, going as he is, covering so much of the ground. Conor Murray's kick out, very well taken by Fergal P. McCusker. Fine piece of skill to John Murtagh, but again lacking the strength to maintain possession. McCusker making the angle, trying to shake off the attentions of the Ballinascreen captain, and curling it across the face of the goals, where it is taken by fullback Conor Murray. Gavin Murphy bottling him up, and the broken ball eventually swept up and won by Declan Higgins. And some rather loose play, but eventually being flicked to Gregory McCluskey. And Conor Murray cool onto that dropping ball, but a beautiful block by Michael McKeefrey, allowing the Ballinascreen defence no respite and forcing again them to deliver a bad ball. Seamus Doyle with the sideline, finding team captain Cathal Murray, who is now operating centre half back. And again it's the corner forward McKenna. That's a good ball right through, but the keeper reading the situation and allowing it to trickle aimlessly wide. And the score after 16 minutes of play, Glen ahead by a single point. And that ball just being prodded back, and in the race it's the unattended left half forward Kelly for Ballinascreen, threatening danger for Glen, and the full forward being dispossessed very coolly in there by Paul Bryson, finding Terry Bradley to Michael McKeefrey. Good possession football by Glen at this moment, but really the problem is in and around the 30-metre distance from the Ballinascreen goals. They can't retain possession, and the screen defence again standing firm. Mickey Boyle doing well. Lovely Jenkins sidestep, making an opportunity, but very well read by right half back Declan Higgins. The Fergal P. McCusker. Again Glen begin the build up. And again Ballinascreen have the free. That time a double bounce from Fergal P. McCusker under severe pressure. A lovely curl ball from Ballinascreen from the free, finding Mickey Boyle, and as he is knocked over there by Danny Norton, Ballinascreen have the opportunity to equalise, and the free this time to be taken by full forward Burns. The deflected ball grabbed at second phase by right half back, and rather cool work indeed by the Glen defence. Cleverly worked here to Stephen McGuckin. Got lots of room to move in, but again the referee waves on play from that shoulder in the back. Gregory McCluskey with the sideline. Grabbed by Terry Bradley, and he is cut to the ground. And no doubt Matt Armstrong will have to take rather severe steps at this stage. And in fact, the Ballinascreen team captain, Cathal Murray, having his name entered in the book for that indiscretion. Keith Higgins with the free, finding Terry Bradley. But again, the ball being ushered wide by the Ballinascreen defence. Conor Murray's kick out, switching the line of attack, and the deflected ball swept up by the Ballinascreen right half back. But back comes Terry Bradley, the centre half, having a good game, but a poor delivery on that occasion. Cathal Murray trying to set his team in motion. Mickey Boyle sliding inside the tackle and threatening danger. Makes the angle for himself, and the deflection at the expense of a 45 by Mel Higgins. But Glen, I'm sure, relieved to see that one go wide. Cathal Murray, the 45, but again not allowing for the breeze and recording his side's fourth 1-0 in front. Eddie Doherty's kick out, well taken by Fergal P. McCusker. Long penetrating ball, Jerry Murphy checking off, but again it's the full back doing exceptionally well. Oh, clever footwork by Murphy. Lovely jink, he's made the angle, looking for support. Danny Norton finding Michael McKeefrey. Gavin Murphy, well blocked down by a firm Ballinascreen defence. But again it's Fergal P. McCusker finding Danny Norton, he's looking for support. And Michael McKeefrey not standing in ceremony, flicking the ball over the bar for Glen's second point, his second score of the game. 22 minutes gone. You put the wrong bloody man. Hold it.
No, I'm on mine, number 10.
Don't. And again, this ball broken in midfield. Danny Norton trying to shake off the attentions of two fast-closing Ballinascreen men. And it's the Glen right half forward. Good ball to Jerry Murphy. Good support play. And again, been taken down by the Ballinascreen man, but the referee waves it on. Aware, of course, that the last indiscretion saw number 7's name in the book, and there was yet another one. Despite his protestations, that was a deliberate trip. You can look at it. And so the free, some 30 metres from the Ballinascreen goals. But some consternation in the Ballinascreen camp. An injury in there to one of their defenders. And so the free to be taken by Danny Norton, well within his range, and just to prove it, he slides it cleanly between the posts, easing Glen into a 3-point lead. Deciding to do something about his team's midfield ineptitude, coming rushing forward, but is cut out by Fergal McCusker. Jerry Murphy deflecting it, but well taken by Stephen Heaney. Good block by John Murtagh. Danny Norton, rather a nameless one, straight into the Ballinascreen man, and eventually Paul Hickson sweeping up a long ball. Well taken by Eamon Burns, and the referee waving play on that time again. Gregory McCluskey, Danny Norton, ball driven hard across midfield, and Cathal Murray again setting his team in motion. And the referee there spotting an infringement by corner forward me. Terry Bradley's kick. Struggle for possession. And Fergal P. McCusker conceding the free. Shane Heaney in possession and doing well to retain it. Again, Cathal Murray's kick into the corner. And very well taken by Terry Bradley. Very cool under pressure, this lad. A lovely crossfield ball, finding Danny Norton. And again, Fergal P. McCusker overlapping from midfield. Threatening danger for Ballinascreen. A beautiful run there from McCusker. That's a fine point. That was a good build-up from the Glen defence, coming as it did from centre half-back Terry Bradley, and eventually over the bar.
Come on, Maggie!
Substitute for Ballinascreen, Michael Murray, coming in to the exclusion of number 10, David O'Neill. Again, Conor Murray's kick out, looking for this side. Beautifully taken by Michael McKeefrey. Good play. Trying to get his corner forward, John Murtagh in possession. And Murtagh doing well to keep it in play. But Eamon O'Neill sweeping it up, but only as far as Terry Doherty. And this lack of support in there for the Glen men. Eventually, Gregory McCluskey cleaning it up. Long ball from McCluskey, but failing to find the target. 28 minutes and 30 seconds of this first half, and Glen lead. Kick out again, broken. And broken inside the defence this time. John Murtagh, Gregory McCluskey trying to chip one inside, but oh, a dreadful mistake by the Ballinascreen defence, and Gavin Murphy slamming it to the net. Terrible error by Ballinascreen. A tentative ball in from from team captain of Glen, Gregory McCluskey, misjudged by the Ballinascreen keeper, and Gavin Murphy on hand to slam his side into a 1-4 to no score lead into the last minute of this first half. And with the kick out, referee Matt Armstrong calling for the ball. Glen leading 1-4 to no score.
Behind the line.
And so Matt Armstrong putting the second half in motion, and from the throw-in, Ballinascreen first in possession. But Declan Higgins with the kick, looking for Gregory McCluskey, and Glen fortunate to have a ricochet off Paul Hickson. Terry Bradley, short one, and overlapping. Gregory McCluskey having the strength to curl it across the face of the goals, but the ball deflected wide. Conor Murray's kick out, taken by Michael McKeefrey, well taken to Danny Norton. Long ball from Norton, and the keeper cool this time under pressure. That was a stern examination after his last mistake. Shane Heaney working it clear, setting Ballinascreen in the attack. But out comes the left full back, Mel Higgins, and doing well to retain possession and feeding it back. Declan Higgins, Gregory McCluskey, Terry Doherty. Good movement. Gavin Murphy, the goal scorer, but lacking the penetration at the last. And Dominic Traynor being harassed, and eventually the ball deflected wide. And the kick out from Conor Murray, grabbed again by Michael McKeefrey, the wing half forward having a good game, and again on target, but Kieran McKenna this time feeding out to his defender and attempting to set his side in motion is cut out by the Glen captain. And the full back again in possession, shrugs off the tackle and hoists a long one again. but Glen very, very much in the ascendancy. And Declan Higgins failing to avail of the opportunity. And that's Glen's 8th wide of the game. Again, the kick out. It's a good one into the breeze and beautifully taken again by Danny Norton in there. Fouled on the 45-metre line. And this foul on the 45-metre line to be taken by Danny Norton, taking a long run up. Again, it's a distance well within his range, but sliding the ball off the outside of the boot. Won by Fergal P. McCusker. A tantalising ball across the face of the goals. Back it comes to Norton, and a good block by the Ballinascreen defender. But Jerry Murphy doing well to win the broken ball, trying to make the angle. But again, Glen failed to make use of the opportunity. And again, the kick out won by the Glen midfield, reigning supreme in all aspects of this aerial duel. And Danny Norton again with this free, and one wonders, will he allow for the crossfield breeze? And there's the answer. Glen lead 1-5 to no score. Ballinascreen substitute, the left back being replaced by number 17 Mick Kelly. Terry Bradley, centre half back. Changes direction. Gavin Murphy can't control it. And Conor Murray coming clear. Seamus Doyle trying to rally his men, and very, very well taken by Declan Higgins. This Glen half back line has the whole centre of the field area sewn up. And Declan Higgins on the Glen 45-metre line with the free, looking for Gavin Murphy, but across comes the fullback Conor Murray, sweeping it up. Well read by Danny Norton, racing inside, but out comes the keeper. And indeed fouls, and indeed that must be a penalty. Two bounces inside the small parallelogram, but must be a penalty. But no, referee and umpire obviously finding that was outside it. Certainly the first bounce was well inside, and the 13-metre free to Danny Norton, and again Glen easing further ahead. 7 minutes gone in the second half, and it's (1-6) to no score. Conor Murray's kick out again. Broken back. Dominic Traynor trying to rally his men. Gregory McCluskey deflecting it. Won by Stephen Kelly. Slides inside the tackle. Long ball. Broken, and well broken by Eamon Burns. Keith Higgins. Fergal P. McCusker. Danny Norton. Good play by the Ballinascreen man there, Dominic Traynor. Eventually Danny Norton back in winning possession. Fergal P. McCusker looking for the support and getting the overlap, but not making use of the breeze, and Stephen Doyle, Seamus Doyle rather, cleaning up and coming forward. Ballinascreen launching an attack. Barry McKenna evades the attentions of the Glen cornerback, but failing to make use of the chance that he was presented with. Danny Norton making good use of the body, but showing some immaturity and not controlling the ball. Eventually Mickey Doyle, the ace Ballinascreen marksman, being well marshalled and eventually being fouled by Gregory McCluskey. Eamon Burns, the full forward, out to take this free. Just to the right of the post, some 35 metres out. It's a good one. And he's on target. He opens Ballinascreen's account. 9 minutes into the second half. His kick out. Taking too much for granted, and Eamon Burns obviously revitalised with that score of his. Winning possession, looking for support, but Terry Bradley not standing in ceremony and concedes the sideline. And again it's Eamon Burns with sideline from a very, very acute angle. But the breeze just proving too much from him, and it curls wide on the near post. Referee Matt Armstrong insisting on accurate placement of the ball at the distance required. Fergal P. McCusker deflecting that one. Declan Higgins coming forward. Oh, clever ball from the halfback. Won by Barry McKenna. Gregory McCluskey breaking it out, but the third man tackle from Ballinascreen. And referee Matt Armstrong awarding a free. Totally wrong on that occasion. Full forward, Eamon Burns. This one admirably suited to the right-footed taker. Curling it into the breeze and curling it over the post. The second point for Ballinascreen and his second point of the game as well. And that's happened in the past 2 minutes. So do we see a Ballinascreen recovery? Eddie Doherty's kick out. Broken ball in midfield, snapped up by Fergal P. McCusker. And again, not standing on ceremony, he's examining the texture of the Ballinascreen defence, and they're withstanding it all. Good ball, finding Mickey Boyle. And there's a new air of determination about this Ballinascreen side. A new air of purpose. With Paul Bryson coming to the defence of the Glen men. The long punted ball, and they jump under it. Over anxiety, immaturity, instead of standing off waiting for the break. However, eventually the Ballinascreen man being hustled and hurried, and adjudged by the referee to have overheld the ball, and Glen have a free. Gregory McCluskey with it. Penetrating ball, and again the Ballinascreen defence. Shane Heaney doing well to win that one, and he's fouled as he emerges from the ruck. Conor Murray taking it quickly, and again the ball breaking, taken by Stephen Kelly. Fine ball from Kelly through the Glen defence. Stephen McGuckin racing back. The tall figure of Eamon Burns winning possession. Finding Brendan Quinn. Good play now from Ballinascreen. And two bounces, but on goes the play, and again it's wide. An anxious figure of the Glen team manager there, trying to marshal his team. Declan Higgins having a sterling game in wing halfback. Beautiful ball, lovely weighted ball, finding Terry Doherty. And he's knocked, but on waves the play. And off the ground, but again play waved on. Ballinascreen building. The tall figure of Eamon Burns doing well to knock it down, but over the sideline. Terry Bradley with the sideline kick, but Matt Armstrong spotting an infringement, a push in the back, and the free to be taken by Danny Norton. Danny Norton electing to leave it to a centre half. And in the breaking ball, Mickey Doyle bowled over back there, forced to work for possession deep in his own half. And meanwhile the ball again wide. Some anxiety there again. Centre half back Mickey Boyle showing signs of distress, and the referee calling for some attention. Conor Murray to restart the game with the kick out. Won again by Dominic Traynor. Quickly taken by Cathal Murray. And ready again comes Eamon Burns, a tall full forward. Looking for support. Paul Bryson standing off him, playing him very well. That was a well picked out ball, finding his team captain, Cathal Murray, making the angle for the left foot, but not making use of the opportunity that he had made for himself. Eddie Doherty's kick out into the midfield area, won by Paul Hickson, and returned immediately over the bar. That's a fine score from Hickson. Slowly the Ballinascreen recovery looks to be on the rails, but one wonders, do they have time? 17 minutes gone. Glen 1-6, Ballinascreen 3 points. Again, Eddie Doherty's kick out into the midfield area. Fergal P. McCusker finding Keith Higgins on the overlap, but failing to control it properly, and it's Dominic Traynor trying to set his side in motion. Terry Doherty getting a hand on it, slowing up the Ballinascreen assault. Mickey Boyle foraging, taken by Eamon Burns, having a considerable influence as Burns in the past 10 minutes. Clever break, left half forward and beautifully dispossessed by Declan Higgins. That was fine defensive play. Kept his eye on the ball and got possession. And Glen fortunate there to have a relieving free out. Declan Higgins' kick, broken forward, taken by Stephen Kelly, trying to find Mickey Boyle, and again Terry Bradley snapping it up, cool under pressure, into the space, but no one there, and Ballinascreen quickly taking the sideline, showing much greater sense of urgency now, laying siege to the Glen goals, and again the struggle for possession. 45, we're going. Cathal Murray with a 45, taking an exceptionally long run up, and it's a fine kick. It's a dangerous one, a beautiful deflection off the upright. Most unfortunate from the Ballinascreen point of view, and really Glen hearts beat again. Off the knee, and that's frenetic play, and eventually Mel Higgins clearing his lines. Ballinascreen, as I said before, putting much greater fire and enthusiasm into their game and posing a considerable threat to the Glen aspirations. Long ball driven inside the defence, but halfback Keith Higgins gaining possession, and an indication of his sterling game. He holds the ball and wins the free. Terry Bradley's kick out, grabbed by Fergal P. McCusker. Some time since we've seen the Glen midfield, and obviously their earlier exertions have taken their toll.
Go ahead.
Glen captain Gregory McCluskey, the midfield area with the free kick, trying to find his full forward, but it well cut out by Conor Murray. Dominic Traynor, probing ball. Michael Murray being fouled, being hauled back and being fouled, and it's a free some 50 metres from the Glen goals. And again, Cathal Murray will attempt to drive his men forward, looking to drop one inside the large parallelogram, no doubt. There she is, but taken by Gregory McCluskey. Long clearance, well taken by Dominic Traynor, but read admirably by Danny Norton, but just can't control it. And the sideline from a deflection in Glen's favour. Again, Terry Bradley with the sideline, looking for Fergal McCusker. Fine athletic jump, control and winning the free at the expense of Paul Hickson. And indeed, the persistent fouling of Paul Hickson sees the second Ballinascreen player being entered in the referee's book. Long free from Danny Norton, looking for the corner forward. And in the deflection. It's team captain Cathal Murray again, bursting clear with it, trying desperately. Mickey Boyle racing for it, gaining possession. And running outside the tackle of the Glen centre half. And being hauled back unfairly there by Terry Bradley. And this time, referee Matt Armstrong doing some equating and entering the name of Terry Bradley in his book also. Cathal Murray being brought back to the correct spot by the referee. This time, short low ball and getting the return, and fortunate to escape with that one as he picked it off the ground and curling a dangerous one. But the goalkeeper doing exceptionally well to concede the 45. That ball dropping just under the crossbar. And Eddie Doherty pushing it clear of his upright. 45 is a short one. Mickey Boyle racing for it. And the referee adjudging Terry Bradley to foul Mickey Boyle. Straight in front of the posts, within the range of Eamon Burns. And again he's on target. His third point, and Ballinascreen reduced the deficit 1-6 to 4 points. 25 minutes gone. Kick out again, looking for Gregory McCluskey. Broken ball snapped up by Declan Higgins, coming through from half-back to Danny Norton, showing his pace, probing at the Ballinascreen defence, and there's the reply. That's a fine score for Glen, an immediate reply. And again the cornerstone of that attack, the wing half back for Glen, number 5. Beautifully taken by Fergal P. McCusker, but Gregory McCluskey doing well to force Ballinascreen into attack, and Glen being fortunate to be adjudged by the linesman to have that one. In fact, the referee correctly in this instance overruling him. The ball had been deflected off a Glen toe. Seamus Doyle, short one to Cathal Boyle. And again, Mickey Boyle racing for it, shaking off the attentions of Terry Bradley and threatening the Glen defence. Hard, low driven ball, but again wide. Eddie Doherty's kick out. Gregory McCluskey drawing on it, hoisting it towards the sideline. Conor Murray with the kick. Ball broken. Grabbed by Shane Heaney. And he is fouled by fullback Paul Bryson, who did not retreat quickly enough to the referee's satisfaction, and the ball is brought forward some 15 metres. Eamon Burns with the kick. Ball broken and beautifully snapped there by Declan Higgins. Clever work by Higgins. Terry Doherty can't control it, and Seamus Doyle bowled over, and Ballinascreen have yet another free. Cathal Murray again to take it. Time of the essence. Dominic Traynor. And again, another needless free conceded by the Glens man. Just straight in front of the goal, some 25 metres from the Glen goals. And again, it will be full forward Eamon Burns. Driven low and hard. Ballinascreen need a goal at this stage. And eventually hoisting one, Gary Owen type, but wide of the upright. 2 minutes left for play, and Glen lead 1-7 to 4 points. Eddie Doherty's kick out, placing it this time. Fergal P. McCusker showing the signs of his exertions. Can't control it. And Paul Hickson on the spot to take the sideline. And again, it's the do-or-die effort from Ballinascreen. And broken clear by Gregory McCluskey. Fine, strong punch of a ball. Dominic Traynor trying to win it. Michael McKeefrey knocked to the ground. And eventually adjudged to have been fouled by the referee. Terry Doherty's kick. An unusually aimless one. Cathal Murray still driving forward. Mickey Boyle. Tower of energy for Ballinascreen. Gregory McCluskey now operating at full back, hoisting it out into the midfield area. Well taken by Terry Doherty, escaping the attentions briefly, but being fouled eventually by Seamus Doyle, and signs of petulance there by the Ballinascreen man. Glen again on the attack, in possession. In the dying moments, the dying seconds of the 87 minor final. Gavin Murphy struggling for possession, won by Jerry Murphy. Jinking his way, making an opening. And indeed adjudged to have overheld the ball, peculiarly enough by the referee, despite several toe taps. And we're now into the second minute of injury time. Only seconds away from the final whistle, and there it is, and Glen are the 87 minor champions. The first time in their history recorded a sterling victory at the expense of Ballinascreen. Glen 1-7, Ballinascreen 4 points.
Sweet thing, you see, from the rabbit.
Recorded by